The Philippines has officially deployed its first BrahMos missile battery from India, a development already prompting concern in Beijing and marking a turning point in Southeast Asia's defense posture. The Philippines signed a $375 million deal with India in 2022 for 3 BrahMos batteries, and the first battery is now operational, positioned in Western Luzon, close enough to the South China Sea to alter calculations for Chinese naval planners. The export configuration delivered to the Philippines is a complete land-based battery. It comprises canisterized missiles mounted on transporter-erected launchers, a mobile command and control vehicle with a battery-level fire control computer, a dedicated surveillance and tracking radar, reload and logistics trucks, and the maintenance and support equipment required to keep the unit operational. Each TEL usually carries 2 to 4 missiles. A coastal defense battery will include multiple TELs, so launches, reloads, and relocations can be carried out without exposing the entire unit at once. The export BrahMos has a range of about 290 kilometers and sustains cruise speeds around Mach 2.8 to 3.0. It carries a conventional high-explosive warhead of roughly 200 to 300 kilograms. Mid-course guidance relies on an inertial navigation system updated by satellite signals, while terminal homing is handled by an active radar seeker. The missile flies low over the sea in a sea-skimming profile and executes final phase maneuvers intended to defeat shipboard fire control systems. The combination of high speed, low altitude, and an active seeker shortens the time from detection to engagement and complicates both hard-kill interceptors and soft-kill countermeasures. Although presented as a conventional arms sale, the transfer has layered strategic effects. For the Philippines, it diversifies defense suppliers and provides a mobile standoff strike option that can be repositioned to reduce vulnerability to a first strike. For India, enabling a regional partner to hold surface assets at risk shapes regional deterrence without deploying its own forces. The transfer raises the cost of coercive maritime operations inside the missile's footprint and forces potential adversaries to assign additional assets to suppression, escort, or strike protection roles. What this deployment explicitly means for China is a new set of operational risks. Chinese surface groups operating within or near the northern South China Sea now face a credible, rapid strike option that can hold warships, support vessels, and logistic ships at risk while they conduct gray zone operations. Amphibious and replenishment movements through approaches to Luzon and key Philippine ports become more vulnerable to swift precision strikes that compress decision cycles for Chinese commanders. Escort requirements for task groups will grow, diverting destroyer and frigate assets to protective duties and reducing the force available for presence missions. The presence of a Mach 3 class coastal strike system also creates new dilemmas for China's militia and Coast Guard deployments, which have relied on calculated impunity. Those vessels could be exposed to escalatory kinetic risk once legitimate naval platforms are within range. The change for Philippine defense is tangible and tactical. First, the country now feels a credible sea denial node capable of threatening surface combatants, logistics vessels, and auxiliary ships operating inside its exclusive economic zone and along approaches to key ports. Second, the short reaction window inherent to a Mach 3 class weapon increases the burden on opposing ships to maintain layered defenses and complicates forward presence operations by unarmored or lightly armed vessels. Third, by tying the missile battery into coastal defense and maritime domain awareness systems, the Philippines raises its deterrent credibility. Converting surveillance information into a rapid, lethal response is what creates real operational risk for an adversary.